There is a disconnect between what the populace expects from their governments and the military they control, and what will actually come about. This is because the populace assumes that the government and the military they control will perform as today, during and after the shift. Nothing could be further from the truth. The government and the military of any country are composed of humans, each with agendas, each with only so much ability to withstand stress, and this is much disguised. During peace times, the populace is presented with authoritarian leadership, calm, wise, and assumes this at all times. During war times, or times of great stress, the leadership only shows their cracks in private quarters, and poor health or assassinations by those around leaders covers their quaking knees and temporary insanity. Leaders who would open the eyes of the populace to the weakness inherent in the government are considered a form of traitors, to be silenced quickly. In fact, in the White House, in the Vatican, in the halls of power of all countries, horrific weaknesses exhibit and are covered up and accepted by the inner circle as long as this is kept private. The reason these weaknesses are accepted is that weak people are considered easy to manipulate, and those around the leaders are often the real hands at the helm. Thus, at the highest realms, there is not the strength to deal with the coming pole shift or its aftermath. Taking this down into the ranks, where the workers cling to government employment, the perpetual parent this represents, and this includes those migrating to the military, as they are not strong universally on all fronts. What happens when someone with strong dependency needs finds the parent breaking apart, missing, not responsive, or the expected meals and housing and leadership and orders not there? Befuddlement, panic that translates into angry demands, and certainly a lack of attention to the tasks that employee or soldier is expected to perform. Thus, when the stress builds, you will find no military attending their posts, or so sporadically that the broken link applies endlessly and nothing works. They may be set out to dump chemicals on the populace, as with chemtrails, and not ever get to the planes, or find the planes not loaded, or the runway not cleared. They may be set out to circle a city and prevent escape of the populace, which is supposed to die off and ease the burden on the elite, who wish to be freed from worry about mobs, and find that almost none of the perimeter is guarded, and the soldiers off with those escaping instead. They may be assigned to guard and protect the elite, but vacate in search of their own families, leaving the elite vulnerable to invasion by the hungry and very angry mob. Thus, in thinking about what the elite or the government might do to you in the last days, consider that you know very little about their weaknesses, and that these human frailties will prevail